comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do this. Come on.
Showtime! Round one. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to get a breather with a projectile. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. We have one player in burnout state, which means they'll have to continue the fight temporarily without using any drive-reliant moves. Both players with no drive in the tank. How will they get out of this jam? Both sides need to decide. One fighter adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player one must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Goat charges forward. Player two chases them down. The throw missed. In there. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Nails the anti-air. Jumps. Side switch in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Genius read. Player one hits him with a stopping bomb. Flashes him. Wrapping it out up close. Jumps in. In with the rolling attack. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Both fighters planning something? Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Brushes that off and keeps going. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player one finishes with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Immediate jump in. The last round. It's now or never. Zones with the fireball. The throw missed. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This drops them hard. They just said, get that jump in out of here. Ooh, what a smart throw. Dangerous range here. Close range projectile. Player two can't use drive anymore. From above. But connects with the throw. Oh, nothing stops this train. Oh my, the throw tag. Looking for a hole. Player two has got a lead. Punish counter on reaction. What big time whip. Ooh, what a smart throw. Then there's a burnout. Punish counter sets the table. Player one can't let this simmer. They are done. Player two comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Gotta do better than that. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at vertical rolling attack. Get out of here. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Throw whips. Jump in finds the mark. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. We're close to the point where one mistake could end the round. Combo with the target combo. Taking stock. Burnout is triggered. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. What'll happen? They're going for the super art. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Oh, they can't ignore that super gauge gap. Both players all out of drive gauge. Okay, creating some space. Going wild with Shout of Earth. Player closes it with a classic corner throw. Player one with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, hits them with a stopping block. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Will this decision pay off for them? They decide to take a breather to regroup. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Vertical rolling attack! Get out of here! Throw connects and does big damage. Hits them with the counter throw. Not much life difference. Going in, brushes that off and keeps going. Finds the target. That was a huge, huge stun. They need to capitalize on this chance and go in for the kill. Cashes out the cage right there. Will this be enough to kill?
Sit down and shut up!
It doesn't kill. They're still in them. A fireball at that range? Player one was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Grabs and throws them away. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. Lots of aggression from both sides. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. All right, what's coming up next? Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Taking stock. Oh! Gotcha! Combo with the target combo. Takes a trip. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. KO. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. A brave forward jump there converts the opening impact into a punish counter. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Throws out the fireball to check him. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Whiffs the throw. Oh, easy tech. Hits him with a stop and pop. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. A super arc. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Burning all three bars with a crowd save cannonball. Unleashing the beast. They're both driveless. This is gonna get anti-air in the clutch. Throws them. Grabs and throws them away. Looking for a chance. Amazing. Player one has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Trouble from up top. Chips them for the win. Player two brings it home.
A new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Gotta do this.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? This is a good range to test the opponent's reaction to fireballs. Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Gets a good read on their opponent. That should teach them you can't just throw out moves. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Goes in on the impact for nothing. Whiffing a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Player one can't let their drive gauge run. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Checks them with a projectile. KO! Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Parries the projectile. Now what's the follow-up? Saw the projectile easily. They'll want to be careful of positioning here while on the lookout for more projectiles. Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Jump, brushes that off and keeps going. A quick breather. Burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. They're backed up into the corner. Going in. The low kick hits. Oh, the throw connects. Looking for a chance to turn KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Checking their reactions with a fireball. Final brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the target combo as a filler. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge Player money don't make no money. Spends it all for the Shinryu Rippa. Player, wow, that throw did some juicy damage. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious. Will this super art do anything? What were they thinking? Ugh, put a bit of stank on that with an overdrive art. In attack range. Close range projectile. A fireball at that range? Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that window. Slides and goes for the leg. Hits him with a stop and block. Uses the target combo as a filler. Deals some damage with that quick combo. What's going to follow the combo? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Close them. What's next? Knockdown. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their get-so. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. That drive impact is blocked. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player 2 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. Can't tech the throw? They were right to be on guard there. Super on depth for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 2 will look to apply experiencing burnout. There's a change of sides. Steals back a chance. Both sides in a super art. Bring in the heat. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Shin-Ryu Rippa.
Bet that hurt.
Jumps. Player 1 forward throw. Laying the pressure on Thick. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna connects with the throw. Player 1 did flatlines on him. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Opens with a jump in. This, ooh, what a smart throw. Grabs and throws him away. Player 1 needs to trust that off. Target combo into more fuel for the fire. Hook him up. Who will set the bait at this range? Player 2 tries to act quickly, but with the attack, pumps the brakes on the impact. They're hurt big time. Connects with the throw. Crowns him from above. Both sides getting ready. Flatlines them. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
comes a new challenger.
We're about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Jump in finds the mark. Still slugging it out here. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. All right. Goes for the fireball. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Well-timed corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Squeezes the gauge. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Can't tech the throw? All right. Experiencing burnout. Projectile to try and change the situation. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They're both out of drive gauge. Will they press on or wait it out? Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Each hit is so important here. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 2 with a good start to the fight, but can they keep it up? Checking their reaction to the fireball? The next round is beginning. Brushes that off and keeps going. Sure you can? Neither of them willing to back off here. Jump? Sees it coming and takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 hits them with a stop and bop. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Player 2 experiencing burnout. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. The drive's off the table. What else have we got? The super doesn't hit. They exchange blows. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to see anti-air in the clutch? Hanging on, finishes it with the anti-air. Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Brushes that off and keeps going. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. There's a punish count. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. There's a corner switch. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Can't tech the throw? The fight continues. Goes for the super art? Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Jumps in. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The throw misses. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. They're still feeling each other out. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Breaks the block with a throw. What'll happen? They're going for the super art. This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. How will they manage their drive gauges? Experiencing burnout. Pops him with a Shoryu. Low heavy, but no go. Looks like they both want to stay out of the the throw connects. Knockdown and anti-air in the clutch. What are you jumping in for? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Medium kick. Player 1 will need to do a better job of utilizing their drive gauge if they want a different result than last round. Quick step forward. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Cashes out of a Shippuden.
Both sides getting ready, willing to risk it for the overdrive. Reads the jump in perfectly. Ooh, what a smart throw. Amazing. Wow, reads the counterattack. Player 2, nothing stops this train. Target combo into. Excellent. Will this super art do anything? Dragon last flame hooks him up good. Okay, here we go. Turns out we're so close to the end of the round that it may not matter that both fighters are burned out. They're using a fireball to force the reactions on display. They're just gonna go. Are you kidding me?
And one more.
Player 1 clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game.
No way we could have called that.
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Takes them up. Jumps up.
The drive impact whiff. Are they ready to punish? You do not want to whiff an impact. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. The impact gets blocked. No go for the throw. Player 1 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Oh, burnout on both sides? Heading into the end game now, it takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. A throw to tie the bow. They were stuck in the corner.
That's right.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediately hits them with a stopping bomb.
Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances.
Jumps up. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Player 2 can't use any baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
Bet that hurt.
Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. A quick brief of super art. This Dragon Last Flame could be big. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fire. No way. No signs of running up from out of the corner. Jump. This is gonna hurt. Backed into the corner. Breaks through with the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? They are letting it fly from the kick. Solid anti-air. Excellent block. They trade hits. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Target combo into. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. The low block. Oh, the throw connects. Amazing. Player 1 risky play, but it pays off. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Super art to show what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Player 2 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super art. Turns out, noticeable life lead. They are done. Player 1 comes away with the win.
Choose a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
Round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Deftly shuts out the junket. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player one will be in a world of hurt if they hold your breath. Player one is in burnout. Drives off the table. They're really being worked over in the corner. Capitalizes on every mistake and picks up the perfect KO.
Round two.
Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. That drive impact is blocked. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do.
Digs in deep to get that drive in. Flashes it. It's a good spot to use the super.
How's this round going to develop?
Hits him with a stop and pop. Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. The drive impact is denied. Uses the impact to shave off some of their drive gauge. One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Genius read. Jumps in. Rushes that off and keeps going. Uses the target combo as a filler. Knockdown and pumps the brakes on the impact. Going in. Finds the target. Wow, reads the counterattack. Closes it out. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shoots off a fireball up close. Oh, whiffs the throw. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player two with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Oh! The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Takes a trip. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Get some. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Sees it coming and blocks it out. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. There's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player two has an empty drive gauge. Uses the gauge for a super arm. Shifu Jinrai hit. Good damage option there. Going in. Player one is dominating this match. Breaks the block with a throw. Knockdown and can they create enough drive impact? Misses. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Burnout activates. KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Shows a medium kick. Player one didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up here. Easily escapes that throw attempt. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. They may be planning, gotta do better than that. Medium kick. Barely knew the throw was coming. Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Zones with the fireball. Dashes forward. Throws that off. The drive impact doesn't work. This can lead to some big damage. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. It's super hard to show them what our PhD fighters can do for you. Player 2, genius read with that throw escape. They are not getting close to each other. Close range projectile. Knuckle wakes them up. What's next? Holy! Nothing stops this train. Noticeable life with turning it right up with the super. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Luck time. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Gotta do this.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round, what's going to happen? Getting a punish counter like that is how you want to start a round. It utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Was that a good decision? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 will be in a world of hold your breath. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Knockdown. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Life lead opens up. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round and say, oh! Google digs in deep to get that drive in. To come from the brink like that? What a comeback! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Sure you can? Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone sweep. Hold your breath. They go on the attack at the same time and cancel each other out. Both sides have the super gauge max and looking to plan them with the pile drive. Just goes for it at this range. Player 1 blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Now that's how you use an impact. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Experiencing burnout. Target locked and scoop. Going in. Wrecks them. Player 1, this can lead to some big damage. Opts for the critical art. This thing gets the counter hit and the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. The last round. It finds the target. Throws a fireball. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They got and whiffed. They're wide open. What's next? Oh, yo, raw super hit. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 2 drops that off. Looking to follow up after that target combo. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Answers with a fireball. Are you kidding me? Player 1 is gonna be watching replays of this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Round Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Impact squat. Fireball into the corner. They're trying to force the opponent into making a mistake. Player one chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of injury. Gets a chance with that jumper. Player two is just about out of drive after that. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. The jump-in is denied. Cleans up the round, ending it with a powerful drive impact. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump-in to start. Everything looking to plan him with the pile driver. Player two has a, yo, put that away. Sends a clear message with that counter. Smart play with the target lock and scoop. Good job escaping that dangerous super art. Hits up the counter. This opts for the critical art. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Kid, wheel, rip off.
I've had enough.
Dealing a strong super art incoming. Ah, burnout activates. What now? Player two can't afford mistakes without that. The drive impact doesn't work. Screw pile drive. Oh, they got him. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in left to grind out the win? They unpack your bags. We're going to Siberia. Player two will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Quick dash. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Who will set the bait at this range? Ooh, what a smart play. What's next? Player two needs to wait this out. Oh, the throw connects. Oh, here we go. This can lead to some big damage. That's gonna leave him rattled. Okay. Oh, yo, raw super here. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. What now? Player one is gonna it is over. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.
comes a new challenger.
We are about to see a mirror match go down, where they can match each other move for move. This is the hardest kind of match. Who will come out on top?
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Checking how their opponent reacts to fireballs. Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Uncomfortable space. Can they clip each other on the edge? Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Solid throw tech. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. That drive impact doesn't get through. Can't tech the throw? Knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Experiencing, they couldn't shake the projectile. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Elite brushes that off and keeps going. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Going in. Player one, burnout activates. Still slugging it out at this range. What'll happen here? Player one in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Knockdown and drive usage is back on the table. Drops them. Player two hits them with a stop and bop. Flashes them. It's a good spot to use the super. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? Couldn't finish them off. Can they still take the round? Can they create an opportunity to get the counter hit and the win? Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Open with a jump. Nothing stops this train. Quick step forward. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Still sets up with the jump in. Reads the throw and escapes.
Jeez, how can they read each other so well?
Both players and throws them. Breaks the block with a throw. Player two is in a very good spot now. Getting up close and curse throw is denied. What a read. Checking with the fireball. Knocked them out of the air. The throw is denied. Dragon left. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Excellent block. Oh man, this is a scary range. Wall flat into the guard break. But the drive impact doesn't work. Anti-air in the clutch. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. A jump. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What's next? Jump. This is gonna hurt. They didn't take the throw. Player one survived that tense mirror match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Goes to the air. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open.
Jump in finds the mark. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here.
Opts for the throw.
All right.
Player one has not been shy about using their drive gauge. A depleted drive gauge will really limit their options here. Smart meter management is one of the keys to winning, so they'll have to keep tabs on that if they want to win this match. Can't tech the throw? Holds out with the block.
Oh, easy tech.
Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. That drive impact is blocked. Throws him. What's next? Knockdown.
Player 1 chases him down. KO.
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it?
Hits him with a stop and bomb.
Uses the target combo as a filler.
It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. They're thinking of scoring big off this cage use.
Going in,
Player 2 will look to apply pressure here.
they gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch.
Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes.
We have an experiencing burnout. You've gotta be mindful.
Drops him hard. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Throws a fireball. This unleashes some big damage. What'll happen here? Player 2 has depleted their drive hit. The throw is denied.
Time to reassess the situation.
Good decision with that throw. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Adds a bit of OD spice there. He jumps.
Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it.
Can this drive bring them back? Flatlines them. Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best.
comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to bait him with the projectile. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. What are they thinking here? The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Player 2 chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Takes a trip. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Jumps up, KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Close them. What's next? Projectile to try and brushes that off and keeps going. Box him with a target combo. It's a good spot to use the super. That's a counter. Box him with a shorty. Still slugging it out at this range. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Doesn't miss a beat. Are they going to be able to cut? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Oh, this is going to be bad news. This Dragon Lash Flame could that combo finishes it. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Arcade. Tracks diverse with Bet Online race match. Comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Gets the jump in. Reads them. Gets them. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes with the projectile for their opening shot. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Can't tech the throw. Good work staying in throw range there. Player 1 chases him down. All right, what's coming up next? Max SA Gate brushes that off and keeps going. Digs in deep to get that drive in. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. It's a good spot to use the super. Scared money don't make no money. Spins it off with a Shinryu Ripper.
Bet that hurt.
Player 2 needs to use their SA gauge to their gotta do better than that. Player 1, they can't squander this punish counter in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Decides not to rush in without a plan. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Head in, slams on the brakes and shuts out the counter. Burns out. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Throws that off. Looking to follow up after that target. There's a burnout. No, this'll break him. You need guts to pull that off. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps. Shoots off a fireball up close. Throws them to negate the block. Steps in for the throw. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Well-timed command throw there. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Combo with the target combo. Will this super art connect? Impacts are no-go. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits them with a stopping block. Who's going to start things off? That attack landed for... just goes for it at this range. Scared money don't make no money. Spins it off with a Shinryu Ripper.
Bet that hurt.
Oh, let's go. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Flashes them. Good instincts to spend resources while they have them to tack on more damage. Player 2 hits them with a stopping block. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Impact squat. They're in range. We gonna see... Oh, critical art now? A clean KO. Nice meter awareness. It's too much. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. What an opening statement there. Throws a fireball. Connects with the throw. Player 1 needs to use... Nothing stops this train. Taps him on the toe. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punch.
impact. Player 1 is in control, putting the cherry on top. Cashes out of a Shippujinra. And they burn out in sync. Pokes with a kick. Close range protects clutch anti-air. Dangerous range here. Ooh, what a smart throw. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Oh my God, Raw super. Jamma. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Transverse. The hit will connect. Jumps. Throws them to negate the block. Closes the gap for the grab. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Jump in, finds the mark. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout.
Not so fast.
Combo with the target combo. Knockdown. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. The jump in is denied. Goes for the super art? Oh, they can't ignore that super gauge gap. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still with it. It's too much. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Right off the bat, there's no hesitation. Nice counter. Hits them with a stopping block. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. They just made that very burnout activates. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Jumps. Life lead is there, but still anyone that's gonna leave him rattled. No escaping that. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
is a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Round one.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player 2 has the life lead. Still slugging it out here. Oh! Does a good job of pushing back. Player 1 is just about out of drive out. Projectile to try and change the situation. Very solid corner smash. Knockdown. Throws him to negate the block. Takes a trip. Life lead over, experiencing burnout. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake.
Round two.
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Gotcha! Combo with the target combo. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Trying to lead each other here? Taking stock. Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Shippujinrai doing the business. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Big. How will they utilize this? There's the change of sides. Uses the target combo as a filler. Looking to impress with this super. The goddess of the hunt has arrived. Say goodbye to that life gauge.
Now you know.
Challenge from above. Burnout activates. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Throws them. Only a little bit of drive and life left. This is a critical moment. Close range projectile. Breaks through with the throw. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Puts the super armor to good use. Pops him with a shoulder use. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Can they exploit this advantage? Tries to bait him with the projectile. All right. The impact gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. That drive impact is blocked. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Can't tech the throw. Knockdown. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Life lead over gets. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 chases them down. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. Burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this gate. Oh no, they're stunned. Player 1 KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Flashes him. It's time for both. Oh, the throw connects. Close range projectile. Hits him with a stop and pop. Closes the gap. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Shinryu. Repa.
Bet that.
Player 2 is on the brink of disaster. What are they gonna do? Player 2 turns out. Player finds the target. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Pump impact squat. Here comes the corner pressure. Closes it out.
Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Jumps up, blocks the impact.
Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. That drive impact is blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 2 with the life lead. They got a small life lead, but it's not over. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The jump in catches them. Knockdown. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Player 1 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. The fighters return to the middle. Hold your breath.
Were they baiting them into that?
That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Their will to win is really being tested here. Barely blocks the jump in. This can lead to some big damage.
Are we gonna see a comeback here?
What are they gonna do? Break through with the throw.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Uses the target combo as a filler.
Oh, putting the cherry on top. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Repa!
Bet that hurt.
Good presence of mind. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both sides getting ready. Wave nothing stops this train. Wave impact squat. How's this? Dragon lash. Throws him. Amazing. Player 2 can't win this without pulling. Oh my God, they just choked it up. How's Player 2 is in a very good spot. Turns out. Noticeable passions out the gate right there. I called it. I called it. What a finish. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.